Well, I'll tell you what the physicists are doing. The physicists are the ones who are saying space-time is not fundamental.
So it's there, it's a pointer, it's a representation, it's a data structure.
It's a data structure to something deeper.
Imagine being able to go underneath space-time and be able to see the structure of reality and its...
Space-time is just our headset.
And it only goes down to is that the Planck?
Planck length is 10 to the minus 33
So
centimeters.
that is what you're quoting.
Right, exactly.
And that's the smallest thing. I always thought of the Planck length as like so infinitesimally small that like we should all be in awe. And you're like that space-time breaks down that early is just ridiculous. And I was like, okay, that's a different frame of reference.
Yeah, it's a very shallow data structure. If it was 10 to the minus 33 trillion centimeters that it broke down, I'd be impressed. 10 to the minus 33, we got cheated. This is a really shallow data structure. It's only 4 dimensions. If you try to go smaller, space-time ceases to make any operational sense at all.
Because gravity insists that below that things have condensed to too fine of a point, it becomes a black hole?
Yeah, exactly right. You create a black hole.
Okay.
Imagine being able to see the structure of reality at its core. Seeing underneath the matrix to where you can kind of see the pixelization of it. And underneath that is space-time. That's a window, that's a fan. You can see how it renders. This is the matrix. This is what they talk about when the interface is not to the level of detail that some of these scientists expect.
Really shallow data structure, only 3 dimensions of space, 1 dimension of time. We got a cheap headset.
And so that's a fun way to say it.
So black holes are fine. They're objects there that are at the end point of what space-time can do. But if we say, but I thought space-time was fundamental, that means I should be able to talk about what's happening at 10 to the minus 50 centimeters, and you just cannot.
Saying whatever is fundamental will be able to tell you exactly what's happening inside of a black hole.
Well, or it will tell you that this whole framework in which black holes appear is the wrong framework.
And thusly, black holes are just a data structure for something else that is describable once you get out of space-time.
It's hard for us to think outside of space-time. Like
can we beat this point to death for a second? Because